Yeah, we goes. Yay, we have Yowie goes. If a correct show would help a lot during this section. We'll do show. Because I know we have to do quite a bit with show. Nope, nope. That's back to the house. We need to go to the forest. I thought you'd choose BF. Unfortunately, we do need show for some things, so... Shit. Why am I... Damn it, why? Joe throws himself into the passenger seat and mumbles an endless litany of complaints. I really wanted to tell him to shut up, but I'm pretty sure that'll only make things worse. It's only natural for a guy his age. Hey, old man, you gotta smoke. I blink in surprise. A cigarette? I instinctively put my hand in my pocket, but then come to my senses. You're not old enough for that yet. Shut up, I'm 19 already, it's fine. 19, but you're still in high school. Now I've done it. Overcome with regret the instant I say it, but I can't take it back now. Well, excuse me for repeating a grade. Looks like I touched on a sore subject, even though that wasn't my intention. Yoshiki, don't lose focus on the road. I'm gonna close my curtain so I can see better. The atmosphere in the car was bad enough, and now I've made it worse. I need to change the subject. So, are you in a club or anything? You look pretty fit. Maybe baseball or... Yeah, I played. But I quit. My emergency save just swerved into a dangerous territory. Broke my knee. Too many laps. Coach kept saying I had a bad attitude or looked at him funny. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? I don't care about that shit. I couldn't really get... Sorry. I couldn't really get into it under that shitty coach anyway. I think I know now why he rides his motorcycle out in the mountains. But if he came to Kujo Mansion after a setback like that... Ah, fuck. It's seriously frustrating. He keeps up with the string of swearing for a while. Anyone would react that way. Anyone would swear up a storm, but kept going down the same path anyway. Down this dark or uncertain road that only leads to death. We arrive at the forest by each castle. I stop the car near where Sho says he saw the man and we enter the forest. All the guideposts on the path are faded, the paint is peeling off. It looks hardly traversed, just as Sho and Mashita said. We walk a while until we come to a large arch marking the start of the hiking trail. It's rusted over with the paint peeling. It doesn't seem to have been touched up. The letters have faded or mostly illegible. Carefully reading it, it says... Welcome to the... lush and romantic... Okay, this is cool. Wood Timberland. Murder, huh? Coincidence, that's all. It's just because it was old and faded. Come on, man. Old man, let's go already. Okay, Sho. We pass into the arch and enter the forest. Kurosu, to kill. It's a wooden trash can. Let's look. I don't think it's been used in a long time. There's no garbage littered around either. Let's touch it. I feel around inside the container, but nothing is inside. Let's look. A weather-beaten table and benches are clearly damaged in rotting places. Peek underneath the table and find something stuck there. I found a worn-out talisman. Yippee! It took me a second to realize at first. I did too. That must be your power-up. You're going to need it in this chapter. Okay, I think these are the only two right now. We continue down the path for a short while before we come across something unexpected. It's a grave marker. It was probably put there to honor those who committed suicide here. You know, this part is reminding me of the Green Lake event in reverse. I never really got that far in it, but... Might not be a bad idea to say a quick prayer for those who ended their suffering that way. Look, something's written in magic marker. Say the opposite of the truth, you'll be followed. I mean, it's set in a camping site and the whole theme is horror. That's true. I have a couple characters from that event, because I have Blondie and I have Jessica. They definitely have horror aspects to them when I play as them. I have no idea what their story was, but I see the horror elements. Show scowls over, show scowls to cover it over how deathly pale his face is. The Yuri, okay, I don't know, but I believe you. You'll be followed? What the hell's with that? Damn it, who scribbles dumbass graffiti? Just off to the side, I notice a faint trail. Discovered the entrance to the beach trail. Yippee! Looks like there's a path over there too. Hey old man, try to keep up. I guess we're going this way. The moonlight doesn't reach the beach trail that branches off the hiking trail, so we're in gloom. A lot of people ship them because there's something close of childhood friends. Ah, okay. Trees are thick on both sides. We'd get lost if we didn't have a flashlight. Just then... They're very cute, even Jessica and Blondie was very cute. They're all. There are footsteps close by in the bushes. Oh, hold on. Did you hear footsteps too? I hear footsteps again. They seem to be getting closer. Then... What? Oh gosh, how does his go? Because you have to make these really weird choices. 2, 3, 3, okay. I love how Sho is a coward when he's the punk he is. I love Sho. Oh shoot, I missed that. Hold on. A man appears from the bushes. He looks horribly exhausted. Don't start me like that. You shouldn't stand around in the dark. What are you doing? The man falls silent. I think he realized he already knows the answer. Masha did say this place was a famous spot for suicide. I just can't do it anymore. Work myself to the bone at a job I don't even want. And you just bring another man home? How dare you, the nerve. A ghost! No, he's actually a real person right now. He holds his head in his hands. And then sternly starts kicking a tree and yelling. Fuck, fuck! A rapid stream of swear words flows out of his mouth. He seems to be the type that goes crazy when he's upset. Hey, could you tell me? How much nerve do you have to do that, huh? Stop him, death invites death. Hear that voice again. Stop him? Does that mean I should dissuade him? You got something to say, just spit it out already, you bastard. Live or die. It would be bad if he went berserk. I'll just have to hear him out. But it seems this man misinterprets my silence. Oh, do you feel the same way? Of Of course you do. You're here in this forest after all. What did she think I was doing? Worked myself sick, but stuck with it anyway. And for whose sake? I even bought her a purse on our anniversary last year. Damn it, and then she goes and sees another man? The man curses in the darkness. He's completely lost it. I should probably avoid any tactless interjections or flattery. Hey, you there, was it me? What do you think? Clear this up for me. Did I do something wrong? There's someone here. What? The man's gaze darts around nervously. He then mutters quietly. Could it be that creepy guy? He checks around on follow alert. Satisfied that no one's there, he resumes speaking. I'm sure she'd just laugh if she heard I was dead. Hanging off her asshole lover. When I think about it, you know, isn't it strange? Why do I have to make her happy when it causes me such pain? It's ridiculous. I'm done with it. No way am I gonna die for an idiot like that. That's right. I'm sure I can still... The man looks down at his feet and then glances up at me. We could still start over fresh, right? Yeah, it's impossible. You have to make weird choices for this one. Yeah, I agree. I lived this long, it's too late for me. This is not the right thing you want to tell a person. I'll die sometime soon, even if it's not tonight. I'll just endure it until then. Yeah, let's not die. We have ghosts here. We don't need more ghosts. I don't know what you've been through, but you should rethink it. Honestly though, you look like you'll be fine. Yeah, these are kind of weird choices. Yeah, this is a weird part of it. His expression changes if he's remembered something. I saw a strange man while I was wandering around out here. His body was covered with black splotches. You think he's sick? He kept staring at me. It was creepy. If you're heading back, be careful. Man covered in splotches. Mary brought up some rumors about a man like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. His name is Masao Kimura, if we ever meet again. The man scratches his head and smiles a bit. Let me buy you a drink or something. See you. You don't talk long with Masao Kimura before he leaves. New info was added to the spirit file. Man at the brink of suicide. That was not good for him. Damn, what a pain in the ass. Show! Show, no! Guys, like that should hurry up and die. The bestial continues onward. Let's return to our investigation. Show, I need to smack some sense into you. So we hear a dog. The dog is not in this chapter. The dog is in the next chapter. It's just a hint to a future chapter. I agree you shouldn't talk like you know someone's life, but it's it's impossible to start over. Yeah, I don't know. That one's a weird one, because even in Japanese, it's pretty much the same, and I'm like, this is really weird. Well, if Sho was here, he would have died. I go to open the door, and my hand gets covered in a sticky liquid. It smells sweet. Is this honey? Why would there be honey in a doorknob? Mystified, I step inside the cottage. How about that? It's clean. Hey, it's spent a night in here, easy. I ignore Sho's rambling and take a good look around the cottage. I'm not sure why, but something feels off. It takes me 2 seconds to figure it out. It's too clean. Sho looks at me startled. Don't you think it's strange? Why would a building that's been abandoned for so long be this clean inside? I don't even have to look to know his face just turned 3 shades whiter. You're saying someone lives here? I don't know for sure, but it's possible that someone comes here occasionally. That or... I immediately start shining my flashlight on places of interest. What do you think is in this bag? It's pretty big. How should I know? If you're so interested in it, why don't you open it already? Thanks, Sho. Glad you're here. Sho gives me the go-ahead and I open up the burlap sack. Before I can stop it, it loses its balance and topples to the floor. This one I'm not gonna censor because it's not really that bad, so... Sho's eyes open wide aghast. Ah! What rolls onto the floor is a corpse. A woman. What's with that body? Her body is drilled through with countless holes. A sharp, cylindrical tool must have gouged them. Even odder, her whole body appears to be covered in liquid. Thick, sweet scent fills the air, enough to make you want to cough. Is this... honey? Honey? Yay! The corpse? Why? He's not really asking me, obviously. There's no way I'd know. All I know is... we need to get out of here as soon as possible. Let's hurry and search the rest of the cottage. You're gonna look around? What are we gonna do about this? He's not expecting us to take it, is he? Close the bag and put it back. That's all we can do. Come on, help me out. Hey, this isn't the time to be freaking out. Who's freaked out? Obviously, Sho. Get back in the bag. Sweating profusely, we managed to get the job done. What did you expect? Of course, there's be a body in the back. We still need to search the rest of the cottage. Corpse found in cottage. It's an old notebook. It says, Honeybee Family Notes. Honeybees are our friends. Make them amiable with medicine from the sprayer. If they get mad, pay attention to the direction the hive is facing. Awakened honeybees leave that hive in the direction of the sun. This is a hint that'll help us later. It's an old book. It says Family Bee Notes. Make hive new body, smear honey all over. Ferment honey, get stinky liquid. Drawn by smell, honey bee enter hive. Bottles of drugs. Labels say night-night. Most of the bottles are empty. Shake each one and luckily find that one still has some left inside. Got night-night. It's a metal toolbox. There's a thin layer of dust built on the outside. No one has touched it for a long time. Look, it's locked. There's no way to open it. Peek through the crack to see if anything's inside, but it seems to be empty. Flip the switch at the base of the light bulb, but it doesn't turn on. Maybe it's broken. I remove the lid and look inside, but all I find is dust. I think this is all we can get for now. No, I want the other way! Go back, go back, go back. As we continue through the dense forest, a pained cry suddenly echoes among the trees. Oh, okay. I'm just checking something. No! No! Okay, we want to go here, because I know there's a thing. There's arm-like pattern on the bark. Is this even a natural No, Yashiki, no it is not. I look around the tree and find a talisman on the exact opposite side of the tree from the pattern. Found a worn-out talisman. Yippee! Don't think there's anything else over here. Yeah, there's not. Ooh! Nothing else. Something is written in Sanskrit, but the letters are blurry. It looks like a stain. Off to the side, I noticed a thin trail. Found the beast trail. Thought so. There's one here too. Come on, let's go. Okay, I'm guessing going with Sho. I follow Sho into the bushes. Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil! Sho spots something and stumbles, falling backward onto me. At the same time, every single hair on my body stands on end. I quickly look down and find a young man. Something is clinging to my ankles. Its expression looks anguished. He looks like Leon. Seems eager to speak to me, but its voice is incredibly hard to decipher. At this pitch, see anything. What's it saying? Wait, the grave marker said to say the opposite of the truth. But what's the opposite of the truth? Does that mean I'm supposed to lie? Hey, wait. Are you F-less too? I sure am lifeless. It looks sad and lonely. Only the dead are here. I hear another voice at my feet. Dead? Don't believe it. Don't understand. Tell me, am I dead? Well, of course not. You're totally alive. No way, I still have to suffer. It looks sad and lonely. Yet another voice is at my feet. One, please listen. I have to Ave. I'm alive. You sure are. That's right, I'm alive, I'm alive. The voice sounds like it passes through me and then it's sucked into the ground. Good job. I lied to ghosts. Next thing I know, the shadow clutching at my ankles is gone. You had nothing to say on this, huh, Sho? Sho stands there, his face is deathly pale. Oh, no way. I saw it. God, it was so clear. It's okay, it's over now. Right. Oh man. Yeah, what? You're awesome. Okay. Well, he's certainly straightforward. Sure, let's go. Yeah. Joe was shocked, he was speechless. Look, carefully approach it, but I don't see any bees. I feel the box. I open the box. Find a metal tool inside. I got a crowbar. What's that doing here? Eh, why not grab it? Do. Okay, so do I need to head back for this item? Do. Search the box, get the crowbar. Okay. I step into an empty clearing. The air is filled with the buzzing of bees. There appears to be a giant beehive here. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. These things are dangerous. Old man, don't push your luck. We hastily beat a retreat. We can't tackle bees. They're too scary. Okay, nope, I want to go the other way. Go back the other way. We gotta go back to the cabin now. We had to see that first. Go this way. Go this way. Go this way. Now I do right. From Forward. Forward. Okay, come over here. I'll use tool, crowbar. Take out the crowbar and shove it into the lid of the toolbox. Put pressure on it using it as a lever. The toolbox pops open. I got a sprayer. Now I can use a variety of drugs. Now I can use drugs. Manipulators will themselves be manipulated. Excuse me? What was that thing? This voice makes me jump, but I shake it off and turn toward him. It's a tool that sprays chemicals and pesticides. You put the container of drugs in here and then do this. I quickly demonstrate how it works. Show scratches the space furrowed. Now I can use a variety of drugs. God, you use them so many out of context screens. It would come up so often when you search for the first step mark. You sure know a lot, old man. I'll let you handle it then. And now I'm suddenly in charge of it. When I want to spray a drug, I'll have to choose which drug to use. But this thing is really... Is this thing really that hard to figure out? No, it's not. Sho has the lowest intelligence of every character in this game. I've never seen it either, but I still know how to use it right away. Yeah, I don't even remember. I know he has the lowest, Yeah, his intelligence is 6. He's not smart. Step into it. Air is filled with the buzzing of bees. There appears to be a giant beehive here. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Oh yeah, there's that. I'll take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use this to spray drugs. Okay, go over here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna use Night Night. Take out the Night Night and put it in the sprayer. Taking careful aim, I spray the drug. Go to bed. Bees' movements are getting slower. Eventually the hive falls completely silent. Used up one bottle at night-night. I silenced every hive in the area, so now we can pass. Yes! Alright! Way to go, old man. You got this? Thank you, Sho. Thank you for being here for emotional support, but I feel like I'm supporting you more. Oh. Did you just hear some kind of animal? I heard it. It sounds familiar. Turning around, I wonder if it's... And yep, that rabbit hops in front of me. A bunny? The rabbit stares at us, completely still. It's almost like it's waiting for us to follow. Hey, wait! The next thing I know, I'm rushing after it. Hey, where do you think you're going, old man? The rabbit was at H Elementary. It showed up and guided us where we were in trouble. This bunny I feel is important. That's not some normal rabbit. It's definitely acting with intent. At last the rabbit guides me to an old Shinto torii gate. There's a shrine here. The rabbit looks back at me. And then soundlessly it turns from the gate and hops into a bush nearby. Hey, old man! Don't mess with me like that. You're nuts running off like that. What the hell's up with that bunny anyway? Nothing's bothering me about it. I lost sight of it here though. Just then, from out of the darkness, we have bees! But they're not just bees, they're Japanese hornets! Whoa, you don't say, Yashiki. Huge swarm of bees. Those are not bees. These are Japanese hornets. Shit, watch out! There's bees everywhere! Damn it, we gotta get out of here. Sho pulls on my arm and we stumble back to the earlier crossroad. No, the worst! I remember how bad it was when COVID first hit, like during the second month, I think was in February, we were already in lockdown. I remember that they had actually reported that Japanese hornets came to California, and it's like, did it need to get worse? And then just it went silent. The hornets disappeared. No one knows where they went. It's like the hornets heard about COVID and went, I'm sorry, we'll come back later. Let's try heading left first. I remember the whole hornet ordeal, yeah. It's noticeably dirty, as if someone hasn't been looking after it. Moss is growing on its back. This forest has been abandoned, Yashiki. I don't think anyone has touched the Jizo statue. Pat around the Jizo statue to search it, and a strange texture on its moss-covered back. When I brush away the moss, I find a yellow paper stuck to the statue. Got a worn-out talisman. I do remember that one being there. Look! There's a small crack between the doors. I can only imagine it creates a bad draft. Thanks, Yashiki. Feel the door. The sliding doors won't open. It seems to be locked. Crowbar. Take out the crowbar and jam it between the doors. Yeah, do it. It's the fastest way. But I can't break the lock. I throw my body weight behind the crowbar 2 or 3 times and then... there's a sound of metal breaking. What? Yashiki speaks from experience, probably. The crowbar snaps completely into 2 pieces. I lost the crowbar and got a broken crowbar. Too much force, old man. At least the lock got busted, too. Good. Hurry up and look inside. You overdid it, man. The door's a mess. You made it even harder to open now. I push the door open and step inside. Only to run into something. Sho has become Wimp Sho. Stop! Don't come any closer! If you come any closer, I'll sue! You're gonna sue me? The woman is backed up in a defensive stance. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. If you try anything, I'll... Shut up, old lady! Old? The Cho's roar, the woman shrieks and falls silent, eyes wide. It's incredibly rude, but honestly, I'm grateful. It's a pretty woman! Wait for the woman to calm down before asking what she's doing here. Forgive me, it was all a misunderstanding on my part. I'm Christy Arimura, freelance news anchor. Although I haven't done much recently. Wait, I've seen you! You're that woman who was in the news! Wow, it's true. Celebrities are more beautiful in person. Cut that out. This isn't the time for flattery. She says that, but she doesn't sound too upset. She seems to love being complimented. Anyway. What are you doing out here? Her expression clouds over. Well, Sho, you just had to say she was old. Sho huffs at me. You really have to ask? You lost your tact in your old age. Masao Kimura's face comes to mind. That's right, this place is... I was going to die. Yes, I know full well how stupid that was. But sometimes that's the only choice you have left. I should have known better. Such a thoughtless question passed my lips. I wish I could blame the mark for this. Oh yeah, I heard something about you fooling around with another celebrity. Not that I care about that stuff. That's why I came out here, so I wouldn't cause trouble for anyone. At the very end, I thought about calling someone, but couldn't, so I made up my mind. But then in the forest... I have a bad feeling about this. Was that in the forest? A huge man. An extremely huge man. No, actually, I'm not sure if he was really human or not. But I saw a figure like that, and then suddenly I got scared. So I ran into this cottage. I'm here to kill myself, and I just run from danger. Am I right? What's wrong? You two aren't saying anything. It's the same as what I... Yeah. Christy must have seen Shimio. Which means she must also... Have you gotten a weird scar recently? One that stings every now and then? I know the answer just from her reaction. How'd you know? I only just noticed it myself. There's a strange bite mark on my palm. This is crazy. Someone recently receives the mark when they're already planning suicide, the height of irony. Hey, old man, what are we supposed to do now? That lady came to off herself, you know. Is there any point in helping her? Show! Help me! I'm not going to kill myself anymore, I swear, so please, I'm terrified of him. Her eyes are serious. She must mean what she says. It might only be a temporary change of heart, but... Alright, we'll help you. Our home base is Kuja Mansion. We need to go... Stop messing around with the flashlight, old man. What's happening? The light won't turn on. This has happened before. Back then... I got it to go back on right away, but this time it's not working. Ah! What was that? A noise from behind the cottage? Is something there? Shit, it's no use. I give up on the flashlight and stuff it in my bag. What's the plan now? Do we bunker down this cottage we can't even lock up? Or... we have to run into the forest. Are you insane? Staying here would be suicide. This place is strangely clean, which means someone is coming here. I mean, he comes here. Let's go. We walked all the way here. We should know how to get back. You're seriously going... Are you mad? Sorry, but we're out of time. Stay here if you want. I won't stop you. Ugh. We step into the pitch blackness. Damn it, I can hardly see. Anyway, we need to go straight back to the entrance with no detours. We've got no idea where he could be waiting for us. Words leave me in a rush. If I hadn't spit that out, I would have I'd never finish. My voice is starting to shake too much. Okay, back. We're at a fork already. Which way? Where do we go? We go right. I think it's east. We came from the east. Okay. Ah! Don't yell, old lady. Something's coming close. We need to get out of here and fast. Go right. Another fork. Which way is it this time? South. It's south. The exit should be straight ahead from here. Quiet. Something's passing through the bushes right by us. Shit, is he following us? Even if he is, we have to keep going. This is nuts. No way can we just stand around anymore. Right, let's go. Head down. Wait a second. Christy suddenly stops. What's wrong? Someone's coming. Hello? I'm telling you, someone is coming. Friend of the darkness jumps. Hi! Mashida! So this is where you were. You're closer than I thought. Wait, why are you here? I had a bad feeling, so I grabbed the car and made my way here. Looks like you're in a rough spot. You can say that again. Anyway, we're on our way back. Good plan. BF! Mashida glances over at Christy. Run now, explain later, we gotta get out of here. We reached the entrance safe and sound. The creepy murder on the arch is such a familiar sight now. Alright, if we made it this far, then we must be... Yeah, it's all good now. Christy doesn't move. She looks worried, staring off at the forest entrance. What's wrong? Oh. Over there. By Korutsu. Doesn't it look like someone's there? She's looking at the picnic table hiding in the gloom next to the gate. My gaze is drawn over as if by magnets. What is that? The scene before me is strange. There's a huge misshapen man with bees crawling all over his face. My eyes are fixed on his mouth. It looks like he's laughing. My heart thunders painfully when I catch a glimpse of the limp figure sitting beside him. It's him, that man. He was going to commit suicide. Masao Kimura. It's definitely him. Control those that are different and exercise. Strange voice echoes in my head again. Vision warps. He's dead. Kimura's dead. Then why is he on that bench? My legs give out and I can finally focus enough. I find myself kneeling on the ground. Oh man, keep it together! It's still okay, he hasn't seen us. We have to escape while we can. Christy's completely out of it. She won't move an inch until someone drags her. Let's go. We're going to the parking lot quietly. Show, you bring her. You got it. Come on, Mashida, let's go. Mashida? He's gone. Huh? I took my eyes off him for 2 seconds and he's not on the bench anymore. He disappeared. A machine growls in the undergrowth near us, Brussels. Bro came to look, saw Mashida, and he said, it's the face of someone who would betray the party. He's right there! Run! Mashida yells, scrambling away. A hollow bang rings out from behind me. A gunshot. It must be Mashida. I had no idea he had a gun. I dive headfirst in the car, slamming my head accidentally into the steering wheel. Mashida tumbles into the passenger seat at last. You didn't tell me you had a gun! Why would I tell you? No time to talk now, just hit the gas! Come on, yes, I'm trying! The engine won't start. Shit! Oh man, what are you doing? Mashida looks at the front windshield and the figure is approaching. Hurry up, he's coming! Shoot the fucking thing! Christy cowers in the back seat, her head in her hands. Please, God. Ah! Something bumps the hood of the car. The whole vehicle rocks violently, but then... It turned on! Let's go, let's get the hell out of here! Tires squealing, we race on the parking lot. An unspeakable sense of relief fills the car. I'm going to just tell your bro right now, Mashida is not one who betrays the party. He's perfectly fine. If feeling truly alive is a real sensation, then most definitely feels like this. The greatest irony is that the only time you can truly feel alive is when you're having a brush with death. No one speaks for a while, we're all soaking in that feeling. It's only after we left the mountain and reached the buildings again that I feel like talking. Still, yeah, I told him. I glanced to the rearview mirror and then at the passenger seat, with Mashida and Sho are looking out their windows. Is it really okay for you to come here? If Mary finds out... Obviously, I came with her permission. Mashida immediately retorts. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have come. I get it. Mary must have also guessed that we were in danger. So what happened to that explanation? Who's that woman behind us? Oh, right. I told him everything I know so far about Christy Arimura. She bars up some details as well. All he was worried about is Mia. Then when her background comes to light, Masha just smiles coldly. Arimura. Right, now that you mention it, I do remember you. You were fired over that scandal. Why, I never. Should I be disgusted or amazed by his rudeness? But these scars you all have... What are they called? Marks. Thanks. So, you all have these marks. What happens when you have one? Well... Mashida butts in from the passenger seat. You die. Then a few days' time. Suffering from something like amnesia. You zone out, your brain takes a vacation. It all happened to me. Sho scoffs. You talk like it's someone else's problem. Sho. Masha didn't mean it like that. You can only be blunt when discussing this. Doesn't look like Sho will buy that excuse, though. Guess it really is not your problem. After all, you don't have a mark anymore. No? What's he talking about? Oh, well, you see... Mashida has already lost Hanika's mark. He's free now. So there's no good reason for him to be here with us, but... Putting yourself in danger for the truth. I can't believe it. You're like a saint. Christie's exaggerated compliment is drowned out by Mashida's sardonic laugh. It's nothing that noble. But thanks to that, I learned the thing I most wanted to know. And what's that? When and how people get the mark. First time I was oblivious, but this time I was aware of it. Mashida, you don't mean... He gives me his usual crooked grin and shows me his wrist. Sure enough, his skin is blemished by a scar that looks like a spirit's bite mark. Sho cries out, a look of horror on his face. Come on now, no way. Did you seriously do that? Man, give it up already. It's someone else's problem, right? So just shut it. Mashida, could I say something? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. You never told me you had a gun. Oh, that. He's just like, oh yeah, I do. He laughs scornfully and shoves a paper bag into my hands. I open the bag and find a revolver-styled handgun at the bottom. If you want it, take it. That's not why I... Mashida keeps on talking without stopping to hear what I have to say. It's loaded with 5 bullets. You can hang on to it. But promise me... Promise you what? Don't use it on anything other than a spirit. Not that there's any proof it'll work on them. Of course. Have any experience with guns? There's no way I would. To be fair, I don't really know. But at the very least, right now I'm not getting the feeling that I can handle a gun. No. Only use it under extreme stress. With no experience, you won't hit your mark. Well, whatever. If I'm there, just leave the shooting to me. You can face the spirit with some other way. Yeah, that's how it was at H Elementary too. And for God's sake, keep it hidden. Gun possession gets you 3 years penal labor. I'd get hit with 1 to 10 myself just for giving it to you. And shooting a single bullet would get you more than 3 years, if not a life sentence. So you're telling me not to use it? No, I'm telling you that if it's restricted that badly by the law, it's got some kind of power. I got a handgun. Only got a few hours.
Welcome back, Lord Yashiki. You as well, Lord Sho. It appears that the woman with you is also a mark bearer.
We introduce Christy, and then Mary proceeds to fill her in on everything. Here, I just used to take a gun. Mark after your life, memory loss, and spirits who curse them into the living. Christy accepts her new reality surprisingly quickly. Guess it's only natural after what she saw in the forest. And then update Mary on what we found.
I see. What a close call for you.
I can hear relief in her voice. But why'd she let Mashida go?
If you must know, after you left, Lord Mashida insisted on traveling to the forest as well.
Her eyes flick over to Mashida. I'm not one to just sit around. Mashida shrugs nonchalantly.
It was quite the issue. A selfish attitude like that could get all you mark bearers killed. I normally would have refused.
Did something happen?
No. I admit I had a foreboding feeling. I sensed danger was closing in on you, Lord Yashiki. So he went, an emergency measure. Lord Mashina, please know that I will not allow a thing a second time.
Her cool voice is icier than usual. Mashida is so hard-headed, I wonder if she's actually getting through to him at all.
Now, from what you have told me, you are positive that it was Shimio who gave Lord Sho his mark.
Yeah. That ugly monster is definitely the huge man I saw last time. The fact that I have a mark now too proves it. Mashida rubs at his wrist, smirking. So, what exactly are you planning? Don't tell me you're seriously thinking of fighting that thing. There's no way you'd win. You're completely mad if you think you can. She's right. Someone's awesome bullets didn't even scratch it. We need a tank or something to beat that thing. The room falls silent. I'm sure all of us are thinking about what we saw back at the forest. There's no way we can do anything about a monster like that. We have to leave it to the police are not helping Christy. You honestly, they believe they'd do something. Go and make a suicide pact with that naive thinking, believe me out of it. What? How dare you? Yo, boss. All this high and mighty talk coming from you, that mean you got an idea how to beat it? How the hell would I know that? But I'm willing to risk my life to find one. The shout is hoarse, he's probably uneasy. Christy shivers. Sho just glares at Mashida. Everyone's not doing well. An awkward silence falls again. We're wasting time. We've got to do something, but I'm gonna take charge. You all just keep fighting. I need to force everyone into action. We can think about what we need to do while we're walking around. I'm going back to the forest. I want to learn more about Shimio. I could use some help. You say that, but no way we can find a needle in a haystack. We gotta have a clue first. And why don't we check out the bee farm north of H Shrine? My reports say several people have seen Shimio there. Hardly anyone goes there now, with the weird events in the forest. Why is there a bee farm up there? A cult called Honeybee Family used to live on that land. No one's there anymore, though. How come? They committed mass suicide. A mass suicide in the woods. I've heard about that somewhere. Mashida might have mentioned something similar before we entered the forest. The tabloids and gossip shows ate it all up 5 years ago. They never revealed the details, though, so the public doesn't know. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I remember that. But my club took up all my time back then, so I don't know much. You seem to know quite a bit about the forest, Christiani Mura. Read up on to find a primo spot. Don't be an ass. That's just him, Christy. You get used to it. I was put in charge of the report, so I did my research. Honeybee Family was very insular and secretive. I heard the mass suicide end was all the members following their leader. News channels chalked it up to their discontent with modern society. What happened to the leader? Rumors say it was also a suicide, though I saw an old picture of him, and he was a huge, obese man. Suddenly, everyone is holding their breath. No doubt we're picturing the same thing. The monster at the forest entrance. A dead guy's come back to life. We want to go to a place with a zombie. That's totally insane. It's just like the rumors say, that forest is cursed. There's no way I could just stand there with voices of the suicide victims surrounding me. Shut the hell up, Hag. No more words out of those lip flaps. So... But now it's not only the forest that's cursed. I failed to kill myself, and now at this mansion I am cursed too. I bet the bees are the followers. And so are all of you. Her mutters have a dark edge. If Shimio were somehow connected to the honeybee family, then the key to destroying his grudge is going to be there. Oh, right, what are you gonna do, old lady? You still wanna die? I'm considering it, but I'll help you guys while I settle on my decision. I'll pass on monster fighting. Wow, you'll help, I'm shocked. If you leave your mark alone, you won't need to hike back out there. Well, I hate owing strangers, especially pushy guys like you. She seems grateful that we saved her. There's no reason to refuse her help. We need as much as we can get.
The night is drawing to a close. The key to escaping the mark does lie within the forest. Lady Christie said Shimio was often seen near the bee farm. It may hold a connection to him. Good luck.
New information was added to the spirit file. We got a temporary retreat. I'm trying to remember. I know I need Christy for a spot. Okay, yeah. So you go with Christy. Okay, so I didn't know if I needed to show her them for anyone else. Okay, come here, Christy. I have a guide for this one because it's easy to get lost and miss something, so... We come to the forest entrance again. That man is gone, it seems. I look at the old picnic table. What was Shimio doing back then? Taking a corpse next to him? It's almost as if he was having a picnic. I feel she's half because of her name. Did he just want a friend? What do you mean? Nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. Let's go. We haven't learned anything about him yet. I tried changing the subject, but I still can't stop staring at the picnic table. I think there's something in here now. Yeah, my finger said something. Got an empty bottle. There's something else here, too. I pick it up. It's a crumpled piece of paper. With Ant Family Fun Play Cat. Liquid got on sticky. Bees gather over and over. Game interrupted. That's all it says. Is this diary? Is this a diary draft or something? Got Honeybee Family Draft. Okay, gonna need that for later. Phone book says family notes. Open the notebook, most of the pages have been ripped out. Doubt it does anything useful. Feel. Open the notebook, pages have been ripped out. This won't help us. Okay. Looks like maybe a mouse chewed a hole in this plastic container. It's unusable. Look. Everything's coated in a thin layer of dust. Most of the containers are empty. Feel. Search through the containers and gather up the ones that still have something in them. Got night-night times 3. Hello? Look, it's an exquisitely crafted jewelry Inside looks at a place sitting in this cottage. Open. Opening. There's a carefully preserved torn notebook pages inside. It is a holy journey performed in a quiet place. In the area past the meeting place, there's a clue on how to get to paradise. Eastern thicket often... Okay, I'm pretty sure if I go there now, I can be able to do it, but then Christy's gonna not want to help me. No, don't go left, go up! Yashiki! Go back! This is the end of the path of meetings. This might be the area past the meeting place mentioned in the note. We push through the undergrowth and find a beast trail leading to the east side. Yippee! A hidden trail? Why would something like that be? You better be careful. Yeah, I know. Then Leon Kennedy shows up again. The ghost of a man stands blocking our way, staring silently. The figure is glaring harshly at me, but only me. Let's ask Christy. Me? I can't do that! When she faces the figure and offers up a prayer, the figure vanishes. If Leon Kennedy died in Raccoon City. Oh, thank goodness. Guess that ghost was glad to see a woman. Looks like my prayer got through to them. Prayers come in handy sometimes, huh? Let's keep going. Open the box. Look at the box. Doesn't look like it's being used anymore. There aren't bees anywhere. Feel the box. Carefully open it up. Inside is a folded scrap of paper and something that looks like an incense. You got suicide note and mosquito repelling incense. Don't think there's... Oh, there's this. Look. Looks like a flower is blooming, the leaves are distinctly pointed. Failed plant. Pick up the plant and inspect it, but nothing seems out of the ordinary about it. The root is still being firmly lodged in the soil, pulling it does nothing. Oh, that's right. I need to come back here when I have... Wait, no I don't. Use this. Take out the broken cover and thrust it into the dirt by the plant's base. Dirt's softer than I expected. Pointed end easily breaks it up. Finally, I get to the root. It kinda looks like a small carrot. I got plant root. Huh? What are you gonna do with that? Don't worry about it, Christy. Let's go. Oh, okay, no, she's still fine helping right now. Buzzing of bees fills the area. Looks like there's another giant beehive here. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them. Yep. Take out the spray and hold it in one hand. Should be able to spray the spray of drugs. Okay, good night, bees. Go to bed. Take aim, spray it. Good night. Silence every hive in this area, now we can pass through. Pesticides are bad for you. So are ghosts that want to kill me, Christy. Be careful not to breathe any in, you'll get asthma. I think the ghost is more than immediate concern, but thank you, Christy. You hear creaks and groans along with the rustling of leaves. No. Oh. Alright, buddy. Just hanging around? Right. Cutie! Just hanging around! It's rather dense. There's no way to see past it. I thought it was funny. Feel. I pressed through the thick undergrowth and noticed a small clearing inside. This path might keep going. I know something as I continue down it. There's a ghost! I feel something staring at me from the bushes. Ask my partner. It was. Please try it. Me? I guess we'll have to. She raises a figure, offers up a prayer. Figure vanishes. Disappeared. Seems her desperate prayer worked. Thank goodness. It didn't possess me. Good job. Let's keep going. Hey, Rubik! Oh no, someone spilled ketchup here! Jesus, statue's damaged from being exposed to the elements for so long. Look. The door here isn't damaged, no need for me to break it open. Feel. Door won't open, must be locked. Broken crowbar? Forced it in the crack between the door. But I only succeeded in damaging the door, it still won't open. Use the bat. Yashiki can't think of breaking windows. Do. Oh, okay, so I need someone else for this one. Oh, no, I need to go do the other thing first. Must have beaten me when I ate french fries the other day. Was your stomach upset when you ate french fries? French fries are pretty mild. Okay. Oh, throwing ketchup around. Okay. Sweet fragrance wafts from the wind somewhere in the darkness. Don't worry about it, it's fine. At my feet are what looked like to be beehives. This must be all that remains of the bee farm. Don't worry about the thing on top, that's not what's important. It's weird that something like this is here, of all places. Well, may as well have a look around. Look. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, it looks like a normal beehive. Feel a vibrating hum when I touch the box. Bees inside might be trying to wake up. Seems like a normal beehive. Touch it. Feel a vibrating hum when I touch it. The bees might be waking up. Take a look. Yep. Hello. Dangling from the tree are human corpses. Whoa! The skin is white as wax. Countless holes are drilled into the bodies, and the bees are buzzing in and out of them. My mind flashes to the corpse in the cottage. It's just like that one. Christy is looking away. How horrible. Why would anyone do this? The beehive at my feet starts to rattle. A pitch black cloud suddenly rises up, overwhelming my vision. Yeah, this is not good. I'm having a bad time. Something invades my eyes and nose. It's a swarm of bees. Yes, these are bees. Ah! They'll stay away from me! Never die! Even more bees are coming from the hives. Which hive should I close first? East. Cool CG, yeah. Rush to the hive and somehow manage to close the lid. I hear the disgusting sound of bees being crushed. Seems I was able to stop their attack. Then I want the south one. Tab at the hive, close the lid. It's a close call, but I managed to seal up the awakened bees. Okay, now I want the west one. How do you know which one to close? Oh, you actually had a hint where it was the way the bees wake up, is they wake up with the sun. So it's going east, south to west, so you're following the path of the sun. Carefully sneak up to close the hive and manage to close the lid. The lukewarm liquid splurts everywhere like a grape bursting in my hand. Succeeded in closing the hive right before the bees burst out of it. Oh! Bit obscure though. It is. After I close all the hives, the bees finally quiet down. That was close. Yeah, you're telling me they were on my eyes and my nose. You didn't get a cool CG, Christy. We crouch there for a while until we catch our breaths. Yeah, if we go to here... There was a note here. Or maybe I didn't take the note with me. There's a note there that says follow the path of the sun. Look. Open the beehive, but the bees are just crawling around inside silently. If I'm correct, it is this one that has the key. No, okay. No, let's just search the bodies. Look. Countless holes drilled into them, which the bees go in and out of. Inside the holes seems to have a spiral pattern, must have made it intentionally. A thick liquid drips from them to smell, well, I can't describe how horrible it is. The bees are gathering on it. What is that liquid? It seems that the liquid attracts bees. If I had a suitable container, I could gather some of it. Inside the hole seems to be a spiral pattern, must have been made intentionally. Yes, yes, yes. The corpse is clutching something in its hand. I pry open stiff fingers. Got a cottage key. I remember it was in the first cottage we were I wonder what the liquid is! Like, I would have put the note nearby and not in the cottage. I'd already forgotten about it. It's okay. My wrist burns in pain. Mark burned scarlet. Only half an hour left. I've felt this before. Cold sweat drips down my back. Suddenly, I remember what happened at Age Elementary. The marked symptoms accelerated and the person with me began acting strangely. Hey, Christy. I spin around and look at them. What? She stares at me, puzzled. Are you feeling okay? Yes, I feel perfectly normal. We need to hurry, you know? Right. It doesn't seem like she's changed at all. I don't understand what's going on, but if she's fine, that's great news. Hey, now we can go over here. Sus! I take out the empty bottle and gather some of the dripping liquid in it. Got stinky liquid. I just saw the game Hitch trying to load that. But it's like, you already saw this one. We don't need to show it. Yep, go through. Use the cottage key, open the door. An overly sweet smell permeates the inside of the cottage. Pretty sure it's honey, huh? My eyes fall on the white object and curiously left flying around. It can't be. Don't tell me. You're thinking about opening that. I have to check it out. We don't have much time left. We're gonna look at the book first. Family won't die if they're dreaming if the betrayer comes. Wake them up and hit them. Do it until they calm down. Be careful, everyone. When they wake up, family is only human. Several bug-eaten novels are unreadable. Nothing's inside the small box, but the outside is covered in something that's horribly sticky. Inside the container is corroded. I don't think I can use it. All the bottles are cracked or damaged. I don't think I can use them. Ugly lady is written in faded marker. Must be someone's idea of a prank. You open up the container. Inside is something that looks like a dried tree root. Got dried root. There's a scrap of paper stuck to the tree root with a wire. Everyone's gone. I'm all alone now. I want to see everyone. But my head is so foggy, I can't remember how. I think the last thing I need to do is combine those two, but... Big burlap sack is slung against the wall. It's incredibly lumpy, making it easy to determine it is holding something. Just then, something inside the bag moves. It keeps squirming intermittently. Why is it moving? Cold sweat breaks on my forehead. I hesitantly reach for the mouth of the bag. Holding my breath, I slowly open it. A sickeningly sweet smell hits us. It's a corpse becoming a beehive. It's completely unrecognizable at this point, but I intuitively know who it is. Masao Kimura was sitting on the bench with Shimio and wanted to commit suicide. That can't be a beehive. Honeybees are burrowing into the holes all over his body, diligently making their hive. The faint noise we heard coming from the bag must have been the buzzing of bees. This is beyond insane. This has to be the work of Shimio. Once it's complete, another object art will be added to the repulsive bee farm. Just then I notice some objects stuffed near the corpse. The mismatched items seem to be like burial accessories for the dearly departed. I got a tennis ball, a large bottle of Night-Night 3. Daze the swarm and then you'll be safe. Daze the swarm. Can I do that with all I've found so far? We return Masao's corpse to the bag. I'd like to give him a proper burial, but there's no time for that right now. Hey, can I say something? Christie's expression is grave. Her face is flushed with shame. I know full well that it's too far late to be saying this, but I can't stand it. I can't take any more of this. If we run into this monster, no way I'll be able to do anything. I'm not kidding. Whatever I said on the TV, it's totally meaningless here in this forest. Sorry, but I can't help you anymore. I know this is out of the blue, but I thought it was now or never. I really am sorry, but I can't just do this. Christy stumbles over multiple apologies. No, there's nothing to apologize for. It's normal in situations like this. Any regular person would act the same. Hell, everyone would want to run as far away as they could. But her confession carries a dangerous consequence of its own. If at some point I end up fighting the spirit like I did at H Elementary, could she handle being my partner? No, she can't, so she's not being on the fight. So we're going back. We're gonna exchange her for show. Hello, Leon. And we're actually going through this chapter pretty quickly, so we could actually probably go through chapter 3 a little bit if you want to do as well. Come here, you. Nope. Don't say it's annoying. Get out of my party. Sure. Nope. Not the forest. Yeah, we're actually just about to head to the boss now, so we could be able to go to chapter 3 a little bit. Yep, more bees. Let's make the bees go to bed. Good night, bees. Good night, bees. They're all dead. Drink should be able to easily reach it. Wait, I'm too close. I shouldn't breathe in that stuff. Thanks, Yashiki. Take out the night-night, put in the sprayer. Carefully take aim, spray the drug. These movements get slower, eventually the hive falls completely silent. Okay, I think I should have everything I need to get the good one. Indescribable horrible smells coming from them. Thick liquid is dripping down. Nothing else really stands out. No, go back! I need help with the box! I'm just thinking about the bees, I won't be able to get through here. All fire becomes completely silent. Use up one bottle. Take a look. There's a bottle of drugs hidden inside the beehive. Got good morning. Okay, this should be all the items. At least it's supposed to be. Why is it not working? I should have everything. should have everything. I don't know why it's not working. Should make the fight trigger now. Yeah, I should have all the items. Well, I hear the boss, but he's not triggering. This is one of the bad ones. This is just, this one gets confusing because you could miss one obscure thing and now we have to go look for it. Oh, here it is. Has a warning on it, do not mix dangerous. Mixing Sweet Dreams and Night Night is extremely dangerous for family, cannot be used with sprayer. Okay, there we go. It's okay, also if you feel like stopping after this chapter, I'm fine with it too, just take it easy. Oh, it's fine, just this one is also just... You can get confused and turned around very easily. The next few ones are not that difficult. Well, I mean, difficult isn't getting confused. They still have their own sense of hard puzzles. Mark scarches me again. Looks like we're out of time. I brace myself. Yeah, it's like a maze. I brace myself and then glance over at Sho. Sho, I'm counting on you. Sorry, this is gonna hurt. I slap Sho's face. Ow! Man, little. Can I clear your head a little? He's coming, we have to go. We'll do everything we can, but you have to do as I say. Okay. I proceed to lead Sho into the darkness. Drifting on the wind from somewhere is the meltingly sweet fragrance of honey. Something flies at us in the dark. Sharp pain pierces the arm I used to cover my face. I think I got stung by a bee. Bee swarm around Shimio as he draws closer and will be able to survive being attacked again. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go over here. Go with this. Pour the stinky liquid over the tennis ball and throw it. Shimio incites the bees. The bees cloud rushes at the ball. They must be reacting to the smell of the liquid on it. The bees swarm the ball. It looks like a dense black cloud. Okay, now we're gonna go over here. To go... this one, and then we need the baseball. Sights the bees. Rushes at the ball again. Guess the second ball was effective too. Hello, look at them pretty eyes. Okay, so we need this. We need the baseball bat. I spray Shimio with the drug and hit him with the baseball bat. He's wounded. Cut opens up on his giant body and a bittersweet smelling liquid pours out. Oh, I'm not a traitor. Shimio bends over backwards, moaning. Liquid sprays out from the holes in his body. Shimio falters. Good morning, and then we need the bat again. Hit him again. Shimio writhes in pain, his body jiggling. No, I don't want to wake up. Shimio hollers in pain as he gets hit, but it doesn't seem to be enough to beat him. Shimio's weakened. Shimio is clearly weak now. It's time to finish him off. Wait, do I not have it? Where did I miss it? Hold on. Hold on, I might be missing an item. Where did I put it? Oh my god, it was right there! We're on a bad end. Hold on. I know where it is. I can get it quick. So are you my partner? Yes, you are. Okay, get your ass in here. We gotta go. We gotta go get the jar of honey. Where was his corpse again? Okay, it should be the other path. Like I said, this one's very obscure. You can miss things easy. And it's only this chapter. The other ones, I never had that much trouble trying to find the item I needed to get the good end. Let's go. It's okay. There should be a jar around here. So there's a jar near Kimura's. Where is it? There's no jar. Search the left-hand bench where Kimura's corpse was found to find it. What? The left-hand bench? There's no jar there? What do you mean there's a jar? I think you're referring to another one. There's no jar here? Okay, we're leaving. We're going to the other spot. This person is lying in this guide. No, wait, I know where it is. They're talking about it's in this area. Hold on. It's where Shimio was sitting. Oh, it's dumb. No! Yashiki, please! Funny, with all the bees around, I need to go to this one specific area to get honey. Here we go. Shine the flashlight on it sparkles gold. It's a glass container with a metal lid. Yes, pick it up. I need this. I got a bottle of honey. Honey, could that be... Maybe it's a gift. No, it's probably more like you just forgot it. This is essential for us getting the good end. There's something lying there on the table itself. It's a cap from a soft drink. Inside is still wet. I don't see the bottle itself anywhere. Okay, do I have everything else I need? Yes, I do. Okay, baseball, crowbar. Tennis ball. Baseball. Okay, yes. Now I'm good. I'm working. The one item I missed. Now I can speed run through all this text. Hi man, still hanging around? I will take care of the bees. Give me the sprayer. I'll fight the bees. Be careful, this hive. I can reach it, Yashiki, please. I just need you to work with me here, man. Smile. They're dead. Yes, they are. Show. Now we need to go back. We can go into the box, grab the one thing over there so we don't forget it again, and go, where the heck do I go? Over here. Open the box. Get the thing. Don't mix drugs, kids. Go right. Go forward. Go forward. Get the drug. Now we're good. Now we're golden. Now we can help this ghost pass on. Shell, I'm gonna need to punch you. Don't worry about it. It's very funny in the manga because you just get a whole panel of Yashiki punching him. Or wait, no, I think he does it with Masha, he punches him. I think because they have the encounter with, the kid, and he just smacks him. I'm still suspicious of Christy saying she was feeling okay. That's fair. Okay, so I need... Stinky liquid, and then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna use a tennis ball. We're going to use a combo. He's lucky he's not allergic to bees. Okay, then we're gonna go down here. We're gonna use this. We're gonna go to baseball. Say goodbye to your baseball show. Let's go. And we're gonna say hi to his pretty face, and now we're gonna smack him in the head with a baseball bat. If you were allergic to bees, you would not survive. Okay, now we're gonna come over here. Now I'm gonna spray him in his dumb face again. We're gonna hit him over the head. Oh no, death. Okay. Now if we want to get the bad ending, we go and we mix the two drugs and do it into his face. That's not what we want. What we want is the grassroot and the honey. He's clearly weak, now's the time to finish him off. Okay, so we want to go to... not the dried one, we do not want the dried one. We're gonna go over here. We want the fresh plant, let's go. Pour honey in the plant room and throw it in Shimio's mouth. He immediately tries to expel it, but seems to realize something and gulps it down quickly. He happily stuffs his cheeks with the honey-coated root. Now I can finally see my family. So basically, we helped him commit suicide the way he wanted. He collapses flat on the ground, deadly poisoning habit invading his whole body. His face is frozen in a peaceful smile, like a kid who's just eaten a delicious meal. The bees continue to hover over the still Shimio. I don't sense Shimio anymore. Serves you right. Show's back to normal. His mark appears to have vanished. Mine is... still branded red on my arm. And Shimio wasn't the one who gave it to me. But I kind of figured that'd be the case. From what I can tell, when mark bearers confront the spirits that curse them, they suffer extreme memory loss. That's why Sho was acting strangely. I myself didn't have any problems, so Shimio wasn't the right spirit. Something is lying on the path. It's a small notebook. The cover's wet, and the light of the flashlight is making it glimmer. It could be honey. Did this belong to Shimio? Where did he hide this? One of the flaps. One of the many holes. In his mouth, I don't know. Okay, now I really don't feel like touching it. Damn, that's gross. All yours, old man. Seems Sho has absolutely no intention of picking it up. I give up, bend down and grab it. Flipping through the pages, it appears to be a diary. The dark will make it tough to read. Let's take it back when we get back. Let's take a look when we get back. I want to beat a retreat out of here ASAP. Yeah, you're right. We carefully retrace our steps back to the entrance so we don't get lost. Without warning, the light dies. Hey, what are you trying to pull? Don't mess with me like this. It's not me. What's going on? It won't respond. An icy cold shiver runs down my spine. I'm suddenly overwhelmingly afraid, like a dark forest is trying to absorb my body. If I could, just get the light back on. If we just had it back, I'd feel so much better. I hit the switch repeatedly, silently praying. Just a malfunction? So it's just broken then? Damn it, I have had a heart attack. So this is where Sho would actually be dragged away. Or if we had Mashita, Mashita would be dragged away and killed. Let's get our asses out of here again before it does it. Before it does it again. We hurry all the way and get to the car. You're finally back. Looks like you were successful too. The mark's gone. Well, mine is at least. My mark is still there. What does this mean? Christy is hysterical, clutching her head. What the? No use racking our brains over it. Come on, let's ask Mary. I knew it!
Welcome back, Lord Yashiki. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. It is unfortunate that Shimio was not the one who bestowed your mark. Good news is that at least Lord Sho and Lord Mashida's marks have vanished.
A question. I get why my mark didn't go, but why hasn't Christy's? I thought she got it from Shimio.
My hypothesis is then incorrect. What I mean to say is, another spirit must have given her her mark.
I don't want to believe it, but it's true Christy hadn't been in her right mind when we met. It's definitely possible she hadn't realized that she already had it.
Lady Christy received her mark fairly recently. Her memory is currently unaffected. But if she were to come in contact with the spirit that cursed her, her amnesia may accelerate, so please exercise care.
Her amnesia would get worse. That would explain Sho's strange behavior before we fought Shimio. Poor Mashida though, he got marked twice. Hey, Yashiki. It's been bugging me for a while now, but you kind of stink. I am pretty sweaty. I did spend the whole day walking over the mountain. What did you expect? No, it's not that. I know this can't compare to a police dog's, but it's still pretty good. Your sleeves smell weird. Maybe it's the honey? I bet you got it from the notebook. I never did read the honey-covered notebook, did I? I take it out of my bag and open up the sticky pages. Inside it talks about the honeybee family and what they did and their ideologies. I can't tell if Shimio wrote this or someone else, but the incoherent writing spells out their fanatical thinking and hatred for society. It's fascinating as abnormal psychology, but that doesn't bear relevance to our current problem. The author seems extremely pious. Multiple pages wax on about the 8th shrine. They seriously believed we'd face divine wrath if the shrine fell to ruin. All the suicides in the forest, numerous horrifying incidents. According to the author, they're all because of the divine wrath of 8th shrine. 8th shrine, divine wrath. Strange, that part sticks out to me. After I finish skimming through, I tell the other mark bearers what it says. Ugh, enough of that crap. Divine wrath, curses, it's too much. Guess I can't write it off then. It's no more ridiculous than the idea that spirits really exist. We're dealing with the supernatural, so just about anything's fair game. Divine wrath. If that's true, then...
It's almost on. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. I'm sure all of you are tired from walking on the mountain.
I haven't been this wiped since the last time I was in a baseball club. I wonder if Mashida's sniffing another smell of Yashiki. Maybe it's the smell of a corpse. Sorry, but I gotta crash. Later. Too much has happened today. I need a break from it all. I'll think about the future once I've gotten more rest. Well, good night. Hey, Yashiki. I've decided to leave tomorrow, too. I'll miss you! Cut the sap, it's gross. Anyway, I'm satisfied. That big string of missing person cases the force couldn't solve. I figured out what was behind it, and it basically closed the honeybee family case I've been chasing for years. The truth you're seeking can be found here, huh? There's something else, isn't she? You can finally visit someone's grave. His expression is still the same, but feels like he's more at peace. He accomplished what he set out to do. Hey, Yashiki. This whole thing is too dangerous. I'm reckless, but that doesn't mean I don't care if I live or die. Sticking my neck out for you past this point is just too risky. Sorry. A tremor runs through his clenched fist. If you could manage to escape your death, I'll buy you a drink sometime. See you.
now, Lord Yashiki. Please inform me once you're ready to rest. Good night.
This is not the last that we will see of Sho and Mashita. They will come up later. There's a dog at my door. Hold on. Okay. I just got the girls some lunch. We can do a little bit of chapter 3 if you want, or we can take a break. I am fine with either. There's no mark bearers. And either maybe we can start the new chapter. It sounds good to me. Are you retiring to bed? Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Good night. Oyasumi. It's been 3 days since Shimiyo's defeat. Mashita and Sho have left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. We have not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new info on any spirits. The footsteps keep drawing closer. Good work, Lady Christy and Lord Yashiki. Did you obtain any clues? No, nothing really. It helped, but... I see. Lady Saya's study seems optimal to contain something of interest. Christy and I just finished investigating Sayakujo's study. It had been full of mountains, specialized books, and piles of reports. It was a daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless, except it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit. Nothing mentioned the mark at all.
Hey, Mr. Yashiki. Don't you think it's useless to keep searching the mansion?
Do you have any other ideas then?
Well, remember what I said about each shrine?
I forgot. No, I remember.
Right, of course you would. I was thinking, maybe the shrine is connected to all this spirit stuff. That's what Shimiyo's note said, right? Everything's happening in the forest is the divine wrath of each shrine.
Then you think the mark and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath?
It's definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there value into looking into it?
Maybe.
Exactly what I expect from you, always quick on the uptake.
Christy is brimming with confidence. She seems to be in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. She's a famous reporter after all, so maybe this is what she's really like.
So, Mary, I'd like to go to H Shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true that many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is H Shrine, there may be some clues there.
But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers.
In that case, could you bring me along with you to H Shrine? I should be able to sense out the presence of anything supernatural. I can act as a guide as well.
You know this shrine?
Yes, in truth, it enshrines the guardian deity of the Kujo family. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved. As one who serves the Kujos, I am concerned about its present state.
Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, don't I?
As it is impossible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I am sorry to inconvenience you.
An overground forest in the dead of night. I'm not looking forward to having to carry Mary all the way to the shrine.
You look worn out, and we haven't left yet. It's a small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits.
That's true. I don't think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Okay, let's go back to the forest. Before we leave, I put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her just fine.
By the way, Mr. Yashiki, have you read the files over there?
She points to the right side of the room and she'll... Okay, just saw the graphics glitch out for a second. Shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion. I saw you glitch. I've searched most of the... It's doing it again! Mansion, but I haven't checked the garage. Oh, really? I'm just gonna ignore it. It'll go away. Christy grabs the file and flips through the pages. Looks like an article on various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in each city in the surrounding area. I don't think it's the cord to the recording. I haven't touched it. Just the HDMI is there. No, that didn't do it. Is Miss Kujo looking into criminal activity? Any of it look related to the mark? No, as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. Most recent is dated 5 years ago. She puts the file back. Okay, and now it's fixed. It was just, it did not like the photos. Alright, should we head back so soon? Head back soon. Games, they glitch. Park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. We make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long way to go. A middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. I'm very sorry to cause you such trouble. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly from the light from the flashlight catches them. I have not been outside in a long time, and to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman. This is a very precious experience. Thank you, Mary. She sounds despondent as ever, but is she actually having fun? Still, it is just as the rumors say, for this forest is filled with the curses and resentment of the dead. Simply their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted. I can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I wonder why do they have to go out at night always? Is it because of ghosts? Yes. There's a couple cases, and I think NG is one of them. NG actually does have spirit phenomenon that happens during the day, but most of the time it is actually happens more at night. And Deathmark 2 does have some occurrences that happen during the day. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. We reach the old Torii Gate with no trouble. We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping.
It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. Each shrine is up the stone steps.
Thank you, Mary. In Mary's direction, we head towards the gate. A small black shadow flits across our feet. It's the rabbit again.
So this is the rabbit you told me about, Lord Yashiki. You are correct. It is very cute.
The rabbit stares up at the two of us. And then disappears towards the shrine. What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary?
I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul.
So it's a spirit too?
Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. We know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution.
We follow the rabbit under the Torii Gate and up the stone steps. At the top, we find the wilderness creeping in. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this a shrine?
Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected.
That black rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't have to stay here long. Okay, Christy. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground. Creepy. I wonder what happened here. There's a sacred Shimenawa rope on the ragged boulder. Wonder if that boulder is an Iwakura. What's that? According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that God descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to become an object of devotion. Nothing else there. It's a wooden shrine altar. A clouded old mirror serves as the Go Shintai. Looks like it's true that no one has taken care of this place for a long time. I peek inside the altar just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. The Go Shintai is outside and the altar's empty. That's concerning. I don't think there's any more we can search. The Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads?
Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Each shrine was very much the same. But in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddhist statues from shrines and desecrated them.
Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened.
No, it was done in public space as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kujo family head said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems that all the broken statues from around each city were buried here.
Strange. You said they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much in ruin.
You have a keen eye, Lord Yashiki. The shrine was subsequently dug up and the statues were stolen.
So they came all the way here into this huge forest just to carry off broken statues? Who would do something like that?
That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago, around the time of the war.
So the statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They say that the Buddha has a wealth of patience, but even he'd get angry. Could that anger have turned into divine wrath and given birth to the Markan spirits? Mary.
Have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever? About that. This land is much more foreboding than I imagined. The anonymity of the forest swallows all else. It is hard to sense beneath it.
So, too much background noise, right?
Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christie's mark, however faint. I am sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest.
So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew.
Forgive me, I was unable to.
You don't have to apologize, Mary. We learned plenty about you here. Plenty about you here. What do you mean? I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. Please give me the creeps. Maybe it's all the ill will Mary sensed. Alright, we go. We leave H Shrine and start walking down the beast trail towards the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of the strange tale, but for some reason I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. It's because they are! We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I see the building lights pop up here and there. Well, that was a complete waste of time. My anxiety lifted, I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth. No, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her theory, passion evident in her voice. I believe Shimiya was right. H Shrine is definitely what's causing all this strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's all those stolen statues. Do you agree? I wonder. Feels like we just don't have enough info at this point to say one way or another. But there's no denying there's a lot of strange things going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimiya wandering around, it couldn't just be a coincidence, could it? If we research the shrine, we might be able to learn more about the mark. I feel it's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? You might be right. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for, so she falls silent. An awkward, uncomfortable silence settles.
Lord Yashiki, please stop the car.
Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. What is it?
I sense a presence similar to Lady Christie's mark close by.
Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant spot near the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car. Gah. My mark is suddenly scalding. Is something nearby? Look. Someone's over there. A small girl steps out of the telephone box. Why is a kid outside at this time of night?
Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Ada. I got to talk with Hanayome.
Oh yeah, glad to hear it. Hi, Ada! Easily a fantastic character. Rather round young man appears stepping out from the shadows. You got your question answered, Suzu?
Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayome sure is amazing, though. She knows where everything is.
You got that right. She helped me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped. What's Love and Hero? What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard.
TV's restricted at home. Mom says it rots your brain. Oh, it has the bus coming soon.
Oh, the last bus is on the way. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mom finds out where we went. She's cute. Otaku. Suzu is great, and Ada's actually really great. He helps you out so much in the second game. Yeah. We watch from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine the relationship. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Hey, Christy, what do you think? I turn, but Christy isn't there. Hey, you there! Just how do you know that girl? Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Ada would never do that. Be nice, Christy. Well, there goes Christy hounding the poor guy. Just calm down. I tried to PlayState her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed.
Hey, lady, don't be mean to Ada.
The girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. She seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her. Excuse me, Christy!
I asked him to help me, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayome, so I had him come with me.
Who's this Hanayome you keep mentioning?
A ghost who helps find things. People say that you can talk to her from this telephone box.
A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier, the mark was hurting, so maybe... You guys look serious. What's going on? He nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? I show them the mark on my right arm. Hey, hold on, what's this? That looks exactly like mine. He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand. This is the cursed scar, yeah? I saw it in an article in Opal Hearts Monthly. They say it causes amnesia, but even kills you, but that's nonsense. It's not true, right? Right? Sounds like he heard the rumors, but chose not to do anything about it. That's no surprise, really. It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable.
I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made a phone call earlier.
Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hanayome. That's more than a coincidence.
Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion.
We tell them what's going on and ask them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. Surprisingly, it doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it'd take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking with us. Before they climb in, I warn Mary to stay quiet until we get back. Might be a bad idea to freak them out. Dude, if we hadn't stopped you and your friend would have dropped dead. First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Ada Nakamatsu. The girl is Suzu Moriyama. Morimiya. They tell us they met through the readers column in Opal Arts Monthly. Susan mentioned she was interested in Hanayome, and Ada told her what he knew. She then pestered him into bringing her to the rumor telephone box. They were out this late because of her. Her parents sound pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school, and she needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house when her mother went to bed.
Hanayome is just as famous at my school as Hanahiko is. Hey, Ada, please tell about those rumors.
Do I have to? Okay, fine. Ada reluctantly tells us at Suzu's request. They're just rumors I read, but... It sounds like a pain in the ass. Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in each city? Oh! There's a ghost that looks like a bride, and she'll find out what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. I think I like this. This ghost is actually pretty darn cool. I like Hanayome. He went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone. But all I could hear was this weird smacking noise. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? He heard a woman whisper. So he did what the rumor said to do and said, "No, I haven't seen it." She then said,
What do you want to see?
"You have good taste." His cat had gone missing, so he asked her where it was. When he looked where the woman said it really was there. So the rumors are totally true. I want to go and ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, want to come with me? There. He carried Mary from the car and gently placed her back on the sofa.
Thank you very much. Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm where I am here.
The doll really talked. I can't say I expected that. Then does that mean all that stuff about the mark is true too? On the way over, we updated Suzu and Ada with just about as much as they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. It seems like Ada in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting names of anime characters or voice actors. Christy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. And Suzu snuck out of her house for because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. I'm pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome. Ada, I get you.
Pardon me, but may I speak? The marks on Suzu and Ada's. They are likely from Hanayome. And Lady Christie. The feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So we can assume Hanayome also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her?
Something weird did happen. Right before I entered the forest, I had stepped into the phone box on T Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere.
Oh, it might be because of that. The telephone box, the rest area, is also in the rumors of Hanayome.
But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I just left. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. Who are you talking about? It's not for children to know. Fine. So there's other phone boxes like that? I think there's 3 that Hanayome will call from. The one we went to is on A highway, and the parking lot is one. And one is the T Mountain Rest area. That's the one where Miss Christie went to. And Ada, where's the last one? At the Park by T apartment complex. There's only one inside the city. But why just those 3 locations? I don't know. The BBS that I read didn't say anything.
Mister? Do you really think Hanayome is the one who gave us the marks?
Yes.
But if the rumors about Hanayome go back 5 years, and no one's ever mentioned if you call her you get a mark.
Suzu's right. The rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently. So you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark? If that's true, I wonder what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say seeing as I don't know anything about the spirits. A ghost helping people find what they're looking for. That's pretty strange. Definitely the definition of a ghost story. Hey, Mr. Yashiki. If those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return them to their places, it might just save our lives. Search for the Buddha statues. If Christie's right, we might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Probably because she lost something too. Hey Mary, what do you think?
A good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, cursed dolls. There are many examples. Historical statues of gods and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea.
So says the doll before our eyes that has the inexplicable power to talk. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that the Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath.
Lord Yashiki, may I add? As I explained previously, your mark is... it is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seems to weaken your mark's power.
It's been several days since she told me that I was going to die. Taking care of the spirits we encountered is likely how I'm still among the living. What are you trying to say?
I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is. But it is true that it is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well.
I can't really picture Christy and Ada facing off against a spirit by themselves. If they failed, then a child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. No turning back, I'll figure something out.
Thank you.
Mary bows her head slightly.
Now, you should begin investigating Hanayome. Why does she only call from the 3 public phones within each city? Her secret may lie in the answer. You visited the parking lot already. Please investigate T Mountain and the park by T apartment complex.
New information was added. So I think this one we can get by with either any of them. And this chapter's pretty short, actually. So we'll go with Suzu for now because I know we will need Suzu for later. Yes, I know, sweetie. Come on, we can go fight some ghosts. Whatever you're gonna do, I'm still up to watch. Yay! I'm glad you've been enjoying it. Okay, so we want to go to the park. Rest area is not gonna help us. I don't think. No, this is the wrong area. I think it's one of them. It's a small park, tucked between all the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep.
I'm sure that's one of the telephone booths from the rumors.
Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait for it while you wait. Wait for a while. Of course, I've been hooked in the game and I'm happy to hear you. I am glad. It makes me happy that you are enjoying yourself. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count.
Yeah, I think you're right. When I called her, it didn't ring until I went inside.
But the booth is too small for 2 people. Either I or Susie will have to go in.
Should I go in?
No, I'll go in. Can't stand around and make a kid do this. It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around, and it has been so long since I have seen a phone booth. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. Boy, sure hope that doesn't happen. The clouded glass makes it hard to see the outside. It's just making me more nervous. Wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glance around at the inside of the booth. There is a poster attached to the window. Young woman kidnapped. A young local woman is kidnapped close to this location. If you were a witness to this crime, please notify the police. This was dated 5 years ago. Looks like something terrible happened here. The phone begins to ring. I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. The only sound I hear is a dial tone, no one's speaking. What's going on? And suddenly there's a strange noise. Crunching, smacking like the sound of saliva as someone chews. Did you see it? Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and it chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? She asks the second time. The room rumors mention I should say I haven't seen it. Very seriously, I say I haven't seen it.
What do you want to see?
It's going exactly as the rumor said. Hanayome is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Christy told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from Age Shrine. I'll give it a try.
Buddha statues. Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me. Tell me. Tell me, 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 tell me. Tell me! The line goes dead. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. Must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from the ones the others asked? What? This is creepy! The mark on my arm burns dully, and it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. And she did say something to the effect that the Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between the Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of a divine wrath from the Buddha statues? Wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying in here. As soon as I leave the booth, Suzu comes up to me. You don't look good. Did something happen in there? I tell Suzu about my conversation with Hanayome. Wonder what's going on. She answered my question, okay? Suzu's brow furrows in confusion. Do you want to see about that other telephone box? Maybe the clues are there. Or you can try one more time there. There's no time to get lost in thought. Last phone box is at T Mountain Rest Area in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping by the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary if she knows since it's on the way. New info was added, the second phone box. Hey Mary, I have a question. Tell Mary about what happened to the phone box. You say Hanayome acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with the mark Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw. But from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can.
Thank you, Mary. Phone box sits in solidarity at the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stands behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. I hear a dog howl from nearby. That's not a howl, that is a bark. Almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it. I feel like that dog is calling someone. I think it's looking for its master. You understand it? Kind of. Yeah, we have a dog at home too. And that one's not a regular dog. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure it's a spirit or a ghost or something. Oh, oops. I'm only supposed to talk about that stuff with my mom's friends. People will think I'm weird if I do. But you understand, don't you? Yeah. Can she sense the supernatural? I always felt like something was different about her from the start. Anyway, mister, I think the telephone booth that's in the home. I think that's the telephone booth for the Hanayome rumors. Well, now I'm here. Still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. Followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? Scratch my head.
Don't adhere to the gossip, defy it.
I suddenly hear the strange voice again. Gossip, in other words, the rumors. But what will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Susie, go back to the car. There's something I want to try. But it might end up backfiring on me.
Okay. Please be careful, mister. Oh, wait, 1 second. I have a message from Ada.
Oh?
Yeah, he said there's new info on Hanayome. Here it is.
Susie hands me a note written by Ada. Don't talk about eyes or anything like it when you're on the phone with Hanayome. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I, okay? P.S. Avoid anything that even sounds like I. What? Don't say I. There's nothing else?
No, that's all. But Ada said he was sure that it would help.
I'll keep that in mind. Susie returns to the car. I step inside and I wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in the booth too. Just like the one at the park, this looks like it'd been here for a few years. Help our investigation. On the night of February 8th. This is either February or August. And it was like, wow, that's pretty close to today's date. An assault took place near the forest. If anyone has any info on this case, please notify H Police Department. Oh, it was February. February 8th, 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw in the park had the same exact date. Coincidence? Phone rings. Hello? I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. The noise of someone chewing gum on the other end of the phone. An icy cold voice speaks. Did you see it? Yep! You saw, didn't you? You saw that thing of me. The voice cuts off. Something outside collides violently with the glass from the booth, but I can't see it. Live or die!
Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes? Or eyeglasses? Or a telescope?
It's all with a telescope. Sounds like something's searching around the outside of the phone box.
You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red? Pink? Green?
So this one didn't translate over well, because we have both green and red have I said in it. Pink does not.
You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you?
Hold on. They're making noise out there. Just a second. I am back. Sorry. My mom is stressed. She couldn't find the hand towels. We had to tell her where the hand towels were. She didn't like where the hand towels were. So, how do they have me in Japanese? Maybe a kanji radical. I don't know. Your dreams, romance, love. Which of these do you choose? This is another one of the kanji ones. So we gotta go with romance. It's okay. The phone goes dead. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. I'm trying to figure out Japanese, but I can't find out the kanji akai and midori have in common. Oh, there's another way to say green, which is also aoi. It can go back and forth. Most people use midori now, but aoi can be used for a bluish green, so it's applying there. The questions she asked me are strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job of not mentioning anything like eyes in my answer. But conscious of being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. It's also more complex than that, yeah. Thanks to the booth and Susie rose up to me.
My mark suddenly started hurting. Did something happen?
I told Susie about what happened on the telephone booth. Wonder what that about. The Japanese do not say anything that mentions with I in it, yeah.
Guess there's no way she'd know the answer. There's something on the ground.
Sure enough, there's a folded piece of paper lying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think this is here before I went into the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it. So, akai, aoi, but dream, yume? I don't know. That one has always got me a little bit. Dreams contain yume, which means me. Love is I, so which sounds like I. I don't know. The guide is not clear either on that one. Pick up the paper and open it. To Seiko, I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take a quiet rest up in heaven. So you see one reading for kanji that is kurai. So maybe it's that. It could be an incident. Posters I also on the telephone booths mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? I asked Susie what they think.
Is it a coincidence, or...?
Susie worries at her lip.
We've gone through all the boxes now, so should we go back?
Sorry, it got me curious. No, it's all cool.
I want to share all this with Ada and Miss Christie. Yeah. We should probably head back for now.
New info was added to the spirit file, the third phone box. Oh, welcome back. Christy is in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles on criminal cases. How'd the investigation go? Susan, I tell Christy what we discovered. I see. I can see Christy's mind working. Hey, Mr. Yashiki. You know those posters and that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? I think she might have been someone who was caught up in an incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... She glances over at the files. The dates were 5 years ago, right? Then there might be an article on what happened here in these files. Let's get Ada to help out too. Go get a move on. Okay, Kirsty. All four of us begin reading through the files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous of crime in H City. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Do they really get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while,
I think I found it. The date matches the posters and the victim's name is Seiko.
Suzu lays the file out on the desk and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Heiso Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. She was in her dress when she was found. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad.
Thanks, Ada, but I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this.
She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then do you know the old story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggered along the road the next day. Her dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. That's horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Ada somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave him a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives. Is that true, Christy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown, and in the end, she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she couldn't bear it. That's way too cruel. It is. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as that reality weighs on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale.
Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayome's phone boxes.
According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area, and she was found wandering near the parking lot by A highway. The phone booths connect Hanayome and Seiko Hasegawa. The coincidence sends a shiver down my spine. So that note we found near the telephone booth. Did Seiko's fiancé write it? Most likely. What's strange is that it was there and not where she committed suicide.
Did Hanayome put it there?
Maybe she was trying to tell us something. They have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then the note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. The poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? Well, he began acting strangely due to the shock and then went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all of the culprits went missing too. You hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Hubs, like pre-internet chat rooms? Everyone was talking about it on the old occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things like taking pictures and all that. And I bet those pictures of the assault. Yeah, that's right. after they were finished, those assholes got out a camera out and took pictures of her face soaked with tears. All the time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look." Don't look, huh? Hanayome had an extreme reaction to being seen by others. He kept going on about it, night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said that they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still really creepy, you know? Yeah, the sad face is very accurate for this. I was very upset when I played this chapter. I just felt bad for her. Suddenly a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Hey, Christy. Do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko killed herself? I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location. That was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really going to go? Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayome.
Okay, mister. I'll do my best.
Thank you. Thank you, Suzu. Okay, we're gonna go here, save real quick. We're actually a lot of the way through the chapter. This one does not take long at all to get through. It is very short. So we're gonna need Suzu with us. This one is also short because the next two will be very long. Especially the fifth one. Seiko Hanayome deserves a hug. She really does. And then the sixth one, which is the bonus chapter when we save everyone, is very long as well. Hearing her speak, I had the impression that she had been raised well, but now that I'm alone with her like this, it's not just that. She's... how do I put it?
This is a little late, but I hope we get along. Should I call you Mr. Yashiki?
No, what? Just Mr. is fine. Having you call me by my first name is kinda...
I'm sorry, that was rude of me.
That's right, she's strangely mature. Suzu? Is it alright if I call you that?
Yeah, Suzu's fine.
Okay. So what do your parents do? Yeah, it's kind of out of the blue to ask that, but we might be in some sort of life or death situations. Even if she's just a kid, I'd like to know what kind of person she is.
Right now I'm only living with my mom. She pushes herself every day.
Pushes herself? Does that mean she's a career woman who works hard at her job? I see. Sorry for the random question.
Not at all.
She lives alone with her mom who works every day, which means she's basically living alone. Must be why she's mature. Just then the tires hit a bump on the road. I can see a square gray object in the back seat through the rear view mirror.
Is that thing in the back there yours? No, that's Ada's. He said it was a CD radio cassette player.
Sus! Radio cassette player, why?
He said we might need music while we drive. Wanna listen to something?
No, I'll pass. The conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. After falling silent for a while, Suzu finally speaks up again. Well, it makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction.
This Mark. Did Hanayome really do this?
I don't know for sure, but I think that's a natural assumption.
Oh, I guess so.
Suddenly it dawns on me. Why does this kid not want to treat the spirit like it's evil? No, maybe it's just Hanayome specifically. That would be for the best.
What would?
I mean, if Hanayome really was a nice spirit.
Yeah, you're right.
Her grin at me is relieved. I smile back at her stiffly, and the weight on the pit of my stomach. If it's really true, then we can get through this without anyone dying. The problem is, it's impossible. I lightly rub my wrist as I watch Suzu smile from the corner of my eye. Yeah, I really hope so. Gonna go in the forest? Suzu is understandably terrified. Anyone would be in her shoes. No one wants to go in the dark forest at night. Especially a famous suicide spot. We'll be okay as long as we're careful. I don't believe what I said for a minute. It's just something you say at times like these. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's supposed to be west of the gate. I look to the west of the gate again. There's no sign of a trail. Suddenly, Suzu's face stiffens. What's wrong?
It just got cold.
I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. A dog? It certainly seems like one. It picks up the dirt with 4 legs, but it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and disheveled, and from certain angles its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something? Mom says you're not supposed to talk nice to dogs like that. She says be firm like its master. That's how you train them. If you give it attention, the dog will think it has power over you. So ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly, and then vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there.
Was it trying to tell us that we should go that way?
Maybe? I shine the flashlight in the spot where the dog disappeared, and now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. The mark grows more vivid, only a few hours left. There's probably not much time left, we need to hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. New info was added, investigate the forest again. Go this way. With the dog gone, I push my way through the underbrush. I spot traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one now at this point. This must be a closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate.
It's really here. Was it trying to tell us about it?
Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. Nothing here. Oh! It's a wad of paper. Push the grass aside and pick it up. Find a worn out tailspin. Yippee! I hear a low growl from somewhere. Can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. Not sure why, but I feel intense hostility directed at me. What should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctively quieter. Except it doesn't look like it'll let us through. Let's turn back. We retreat without trying to force our way past. What do you mean? I should be able to encounter the dog. shine a light on the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. Mister? What's that? Something stuck on the tree over there. I can't make it out from here. Move forward to get a closer look. What is this? All thought in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There's a bunch of pictures of different people posted on the tree, but they're all... What is this? Why do all the eyes have nails? It's just as Suzu said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nails is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? All of the pictures, they're all men. Suzu mutters just loud enough to hear. I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so it's hard to make out, but they may be right. Yeah, it looks like it. All the subjects are men. It's clearly not a coincidence. Feel a little dizzy and then step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes the light from my flashlight. Something wrong? No, it's just over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. Can't see it well from here. Feel around the blade of grass. I got an instant camera. I hit the switch before I realized it and a red light appears. Apparently that means the flash can be used. Does it still work? Yeah, looks like it. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. I decided it's wise not to mention the dried blood that's stuck on the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. The distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome? Something is up there in the branches of the tree reflecting the light. Something must be stuck up in the branches. The only way to check it out is to climb the trunk. I admit right now, I feel like not wanting to hurt Hanayome. Don't worry, we're on the good one. We're not going to hurt her. You're gonna climb up the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb up it, so... I'm gonna boost my partner up. If that's all, then... Okay, I'll try. I squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go! I stagger a bit, but manage to stand. I feel like I'm one with the trees now. Can you reach? Just a little to the right! I'm almost there! Ah! Suzu reaches as far as she goes with her hand and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay? I'm fine. I know, but still, here. Suzu shows me her hands. Something, an object that was stuck in the branches. I got a dog collar. A collar? Makes me think of the dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to that dog? I wonder who threw it away. Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the inside of the collar. Enta. How are you supposed to pronounce that? I hear a low growl from somewhere. Can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. Feeling intense hostility directed towards me. What should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling goes to be quieter. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what that has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place. If I'm with Suzu, it might react differently. Consider my options. Show the collar. I got an idea. Take the collar out of my bag. Maybe it's a safe bet with the spirit born here, so the dog is likely tied with this collar. I face the general area of the barking that's coming from and show it the collar. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa! Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me. Mr. Yashiki, don't move! But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. Nope, stand still. Don't show weakness! The dog stops in his tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still.
Have fun!
Sorry, my parents are leaving. It shuffles back on its guard and then prepares to attack again. It bares its teeth and growls. Pet the dog. Let's not pet this dog. Not yet. I break my gaze and turn my back to it, pretending not to hear it threatening me. It growls for a little while, then abruptly stops. The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. The collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said... Inta. What should I call it? Genta. Genta. I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. I said it again, this time more clearly. And then... Okay, so we're already near the end of this chapter. The dog turns around and quietly sinks into the brush. It disappeared from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... Can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem injured anywhere. Yeah, as much as I love petting dogs, that one was a bit too upset. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog may be... No! Who would have thought? Hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. I found what I was looking for. You're right. Okay, let's keep going. You don't say, dumb Yashiki. Sound of rope creaks above my head. Silhouettes swinging in the shadows of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread. Are those people? Suzy gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They're clearly not people. They're mannequins. The things hanging off their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously dolls can't commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank or maybe a warning to intruders? Only one knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go, I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins. Okay. Susan replies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. Something it's left handed. If I'm correct, this is just a talisman. Yeah. It's the dog. Suzu, be careful.
No, it's okay now.
It won't attack anymore. It's the dog from before. It starts digging at the dirt right in front of us. After a few moments, it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. Upon closer inspection, the dirt there appears to be of a different color. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand.
You're gonna dig here?
I don't think we'll need any tools. Please?
Okay.
In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be those words that popped in my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted, I looked down at what we dug up. What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old.
Is that a corpse?
Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly fat and uncaring even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. In fact, that fact and not the corpse is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Then, just then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and uncover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. Once assault you. Now you rest in peace. What needed to be done. Now I die here. This forest, you passed to what new song want listen heaven. The note ends there. You got 3 cassette tapes.
That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? These tapes.
She looks at the cassette tapes.
Why were they buried too?
They look at the remains as if asking them the question. Of course it's not gonna reply. I don't know. Trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. The last. The voice falls silent. The last. Wait a second, the last what?
Is something the matter? You didn't say anything.
It's nothing. Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. No information was added to the spirit file. Yeah, this was definitely really sad for me the first time I got here. I was like, oh, the husband killed them and then killed himself to be with his wife. Mark burned Scarlet. Only half an hour until death closes in. I don't know where my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Shit, are we out of time? Bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. The spirit is closing in on us. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. The mansion, I need to go back there for now. I glance through the rearview mirror at Suzu in the back seat. Suzu's staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out here is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Ada's tape player is laying on the side of the passenger seat. I grab it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. I quickly arrive at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to the tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But the route I was taking should have no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. Yeah, this chapter is feeling stubborn. What do you mean? It's clearly yes, damn. I wouldn't have gotten lost on the way to the mansion. I've been there so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange. That's all. That's what I tell myself when I make a U-turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, it keeps going straight. I still return to the same exact place. Dum-dum, Yashiki! This is ridiculous! I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was just because of my outburst, but my mark is starting to burn with pain again. This is bad. Really bad. At this rate. Death will catch up on us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? Okay, what we need to do is we need to go to the mountains. I turned the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped in my head. Tea Mountain. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important as long as it gets me out of this situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turned the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns to me as if it was laying in wait for me. In the end, we're back here. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. Just a few minutes. Does it have to do with the places where Seiko has been in order? You want to go here because this is where she was, and this is where her dog was. So you need to go at a place where she was found, where her body was, and where her dog has been around. That's where you know where to go. If you go to any of the other two places, your partner will die, no matter how good you do on it. I head to the phone booth. I got Ada's radio cassette player and the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. I pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. Someone's here. You saw it, didn't you? I know you saw it. Take a picture! I quickly grabbed the instant camera and used the flash. The spirit shrieks, and while distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Once I spot out of the corner of my eye, the spirit's standing there looking down at me. The camera's battery's dead. What should I do next? Charm. I stick Charm Song into the tape player and press the button. Listen often, dear. The spirit responds to the song. Baby. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Ballad. I stick Echo Ballad into the tape player and press the button.
I love.
Spirit responds to the song. Spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Play My. I stick My into the tape player and press the button.
I don't know this one.
The spirit responds to the song. Spirit is right in front of me.
Hey, let me listen to the newest.
Here you go. I stick mine to the tape player and press the button.
Yes, this song is finished.
A dog comes bounding out from somewhere, barking happily.
Again, is that where you've been? Come on, let's go. He's waiting.
Okay, yes, someone did say her face looked goofy, and I agree. There's a flash of light. They blink and the spirit's gone. I don't sense Hanayome anymore.
She's gone. Hanayome.
Susie's back to normal. But their mark's gone. But mine's still a braid on my arm. Guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all.
Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate, turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her.
I wanted to see what the breed of taco was. This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why the instant Hanayome vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog and the song her fiancé wrote for her helped her be at peace in heaven.
Should we head back?
Yeah. The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. What should I do? Pick it up. Hello? On the other end of the line is the gentle voice of a woman.
I'm so very sorry for causing you so much trouble. Please excuse me.
Was that a wrong number or something? I was a little panicked, but now I relax. Oh! I step out of the booth and get into the car with Suzu. I love this freaking chapter way. Okay, so the bad end for that is if you're in any other location, even if you do the good choices, she doesn't have her dog with her, so she can't pass on. She needs to have both her husband's song and her dog, because she felt remorse for her dog dying trying to protect her. If you fail it, you get the phone call, you go inside, you don't get a choice whether to answer it or not. And she continually asks, do you see it? You hear your partner scream. You start hearing chewing noises. You run outside and you just see a lone eyeball with blood around it on the ground.
Welcome back, Mr. Yashiki. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone.
Too bad I didn't get to do much. I read a ton of comics about exorcism, so I thought I could help. Good job you too, Suzu. Everything went okay?
Yeah, it's all thanks to him.
Oh. Oh yeah. I bet I could have done a better job than him. Yeah, I'm sure you could, Ada. Great job.
お待ちしておりました。
I awaited your return, Lord Yashiki. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations. Though it is unfortunate that your mark has not yet vanished.
I managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. Feels like a terrible fact that it just might freeze my blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward.
Mr. Yashiki, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this.
She hands over a file that says H Shrine Findings on the cover. Sayakujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was here.
Go on, read it.
Most of it is about how H Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like that even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages about H Shrine go Shintai, the item that houses the deity spirits. The shrine has 2, a mirror and the small Buddha statue called a Nejibutsu. The Nejibutsu should be a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. Wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain notes about the investigation into the stolen statues, and mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. Kei Miyamachi North Road, H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it from her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down the dimly lit back street. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair, wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see the blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on a heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back. But the woman was gone. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find a headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues were stolen from Edge Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at each shrine, the divine wrath may be quelled and you might be freed from the mark. Another way, that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into at least. Oh, before I forget, you should take these 2. The documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want.
It's almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to go see my dad, too.
You need to go somewhere to see him?
My mom and dad got divorced.
Oh.
Yeah. Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun. She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that, and he started seeing some other lady.
I understand. You don't have to say more. I guess Suzu's been embroiled into the world of adults for quite a while already. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young.
I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. So that's why I wanted to ask Hanayome where Dad is.
I see. I hope you get to see him.
Me too. Okay, good night.
I'm really in your debt. It's thanks to you that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much. He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but that one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her here after all. So if something had happened to her, I just... Is this Yuji's wife? Hey, are you alright? I'm so glad she's okay. Hot tears streamed down his face, and those are apparently a relief. You should head to bed today. I'm sure you're tired, alright? Yeah, thanks. Good night. Bye. I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone, and I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all this, too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christy's smile turns wry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Good night, Christy.
Now then, Lord Yashiki, please find me when you're ready. Farewell.
Truth behind Hana Yome. Okay, and we will save for now. That is 2 chapters done. We've been at this for 3 hours. The next 3 other chapters will be quite long. 4 will take quite a while. 5 is very long. It's basically 2 chapters in one. And then we also have chapter 6, which is the bonus chapter. Yay! So I do hope you enjoyed it. It's been very fun. I can try and do this next weekend. If you would like to. Oh, have a good night. Bye bye.